Welcome back, everybody, for another deep dive.
Yeah.
This time.
I'm excited for this one.
We are going to be talking about car logos.
That's really fascinating.
I know, right?
Yeah.
Like, they're everywhere. We
Mm.
see them all the time, but, like...
Yeah. Do we ever really think about them?
We don't ever really think about them.
Right.
So that's what we're going to be doing today.
That's what we're doing today. Taking a deep dive.
Yeah. A bunch of articles here, all about the history, symbolism, the hidden stories.
Oh, so many stories.
Behind the designs that we see every single day.
I know. I can't wait.
So, yeah.
Let's jump in.
We're going to learn all about the hidden meanings.
Yes.
And the fascinating tales. They're
Tales.
going to give us a whole new perspective on these emblems.
They really are more than meets the eye, aren't they?
They really are.
It's incredible.
Like, I was reading these articles, I was like,
yeah.
I never knew that.
Yeah. You know what's funny to me is that, like, car logos are so important.
Right.
We all know, like, we know that logos are important, but, like,
What?
why are car logos so powerful?
Yeah.
Like, what is it about a car logo that makes it so impactful?
Yeah, because we know they are.
We do.
Like, everyone has, like, their favorite car brands, you know?
Absolutely.
Or, like...
And we recognize them immediately.
Yeah, we recognize them.
We do, like, from a distance.
From a distance, yeah. And it's like, they mean something to us.
They do. I think part of it is because cars themselves are often emotional purchases.
Yeah.
Like,
they're big.
Yeah, think about it. They're like extensions of ourselves in a way.
Totally.
They reflect our personality, maybe our style.
Yeah, like, I want people to know I'm this kind of person by the car I drive.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So car logos really tap into those emotions.
Yeah.
You know, they connect us to a brand on, like, a deeper level.
Yeah, and it's like, even if it's subconscious.
I think a lot of it is subconscious.
Right.
We don't even realize it.
Choosing a certain brand of clothing.
Yeah.
Or a certain type of phone, or
That's
like anything, really.
It says something about you.
Yeah.
Even if you don't realize it.
Even if you don't realize it, yeah.
Totally.
Okay.
Are you ready to dive into some stories?
I am.
Okay.
Let's unveil some of these
Let's do it.
stories behind these logos.
Okay.
So let's start with Subaru.
Okay. Yeah.
Subaru.
Everyone knows.
Most people see this cluster of 6 stars.
Yeah.
But there's a bit of a discrepancy there.
There is a little mystery.
Yeah.
So the name Subaru
Yes.
actually means unite in Japanese.
Okay.
And it refers to the Pleiades star cluster.
Okay.
Which has 7 stars, not 6.
Okay, so where's the missing star?
That's the question, right? Yeah. So the 6 stars on the logo represent the 5 companies that merged to form Fuji Heavy Industries, which is Subaru's parent company.
Okay.
And then the 6th star symbolizes the merged entity itself.
So it was like
all of them coming together.
Yeah, like a hidden message about their corporate history.
Exactly.
Wow.
Pretty cool, right?
That's really cool.
Yeah.
Okay, so that one detail.
Just that one little detail tells a whole story of unity and corporate heritage.
Right.
It's a reminder that a company's past really shapes its present.
Totally.
Yeah.
Okay, what about Audi?
Audi, oh, those 4 rings.
Yeah.
So iconic.
I always thought they looked like the Olympics.
A lot of people think that it makes sense.
Yeah.
But the 4 rings actually represent something completely different. They represent the merger of 4 independent car manufacturers during the Great Depression. Yeah. And one of these companies has a particularly interesting backstory.
Okay, tell me more.
So it was founded by August Horch.
Okay.
Now, August Horch had actually been forced out of his own company.
Wait, so his own company was called Horch?
That's right.
What?
His own company was also called Horch.
Okay.
But because he was forced out, he couldn't use his name again.
Oh.
So he got clever.
Okay.
And he chose the Latin translation of his name.
Okay.
Which is, listen.
Okay.
You know Horch in German Audi, in Latin.
Wow. So it was like a
comeback story.
Yeah, like a comeback.
He's like, I'll show you.
I'm still here.
Yeah.
Wow, that's incredible.
I know, right?
So there's a lot of drama behind those rings.
A lot of drama.
I had no idea.
It's a good one.
Yeah.
Okay, let's move on to another one steeped in history.
Okay.
What about BMW?
BMW, yeah.
Is it true that their logo is a spinning propeller?
That's what I've always heard.
Right, that's one theory.
Okay. Yeah.
Linking back to BMW's aviation roots.
Right. You know, they
did start with airplanes.
Aircraft engines.
Yeah.
Right. But there's another equally compelling theory that it actually cleverly disguises the Bavarian flag to avoid legal issues at the time.
Wow.
Yeah.
So even BMW isn't entirely sure which story is true.
Nope. They don't know.
That's amazing.
It's kind of fun, though, right?
Adds a little mystery.
I know a little misty.
Okay.
Let's go from mystery to ambition.
Yeah.
The Mercedes-Benz three-pointed star.
Yeah.
A classic.
Yes.
So iconic.
Packed with meaning.
So much meaning.
Yeah.
And it all started with a postcard.
Really?
The founder, Gottlieb Daimler, sent a postcard with a three-pointed star marking his home.
Okay.
And he said that it symbolized prosperity for his company.
Okay.
And then his sons later patented the symbol.
Oh, wow.
With each point representing domination over land, sea, and air.
So it's a symbol of their ambition?
Yeah, ambition and reach.
Across all terrains.
Land, sea, and air.
Wow. I
love that.
Yeah, it's very ambitious.
It is very ambitious.
So I'm sensing a theme here.
What's that?
Car logos are more than just aesthetics.
Way more.
They tell a story.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, and speaking of stories, Cadillac. The Cadillac logo has gone through so many redesigns over the years.
Over 30.
Over 30.
Can you believe that?
That's a lot.
It is.
But the one constant is...
What's the one thing that's always there?
The family crest.
The family crest.
Which goes all the way back to...
You ready for this?
I don't know if I'm ready.
The Crusades.
The Crusades?
Yeah.
Really?
Yeah.
I never would have guessed.
I know. It's wild, right?
That's incredible to think that a car logo today can have ties to something.
Centuries ago.
That happened centuries ago.
Yeah.
Like,
it makes you wonder what other secrets these logos hold.
Totally. I need to hear more.
Okay.
Let's talk about Maserati.
Maserati. Okay.
Sorry.
This one's a family affair.
Okay.
The Maserati brothers ran the company, but it was Mario, the artist of the family, who designed the logo.
Yeah.
And he found inspiration in a statue of Neptune, the Roman god of the sea, holding a trident.
Right.
And this statue is in Bologna, where Maserati was headquartered.
Okay, so the trident represents strength
and a nod to their home city.
Yeah. Okay, I'm noticing a lot of these early car manufacturers drew on their local history and culture for their logos.
Absolutely.
Now, we can't talk about iconic car logos.
I know where you're going with this.
Without mentioning Ferrari.
Yes.
The prancing horse.
Oh, so iconic.
Probably one of the most recognizable symbols.
In the world. Yeah.
And it has a captivating backstory.
Oh, it really does.
Yeah.
So it originates from a symbol that was painted on the plane of an Italian fighter ace during World War I.
Oh, wow.
The pilot's mother suggested that Enzo Ferrari use it for good luck. And he added a yellow background to represent his birthplace.
So it's a tribute.
A tribute to a war hero.
To a war hero, a symbol of good luck.
Yeah.
And a connection to Ferrari's roots.
It's all there.
It's all in one little image.
That's the power of a logo, right?
That's amazing.
Yeah.
Okay, let's keep going.
Okay.
Toyota.
So
their logo is so simple.
Yeah.
I feel like there must be.
It's got to be some
hidden meaning behind it.
Right. Well, you might be surprised to learn that the Toyota logo is more straightforward than you might think.
Really?
Yeah.
Okay.
So officially, the overlapping ovals represent the hearts of the customer and the company contained within a larger oval, symbolizing the world.
So no secret code.
No secret code.
No hidden message.
Just a symbol of connection and global reach.
Okay. I can appreciate that.
Yeah. Simple and elegant.
Yeah.
Okay. Give me another story.
Okay.
What about Lamborghini?
Lamborghini.
Those raging bulls?
Yeah, I feel like that just like...
Screams, power.
Yeah, power and speed.
Yeah.
Definitely.
It hit the nail on the head.
Okay.
Ferruccio Lamborghini was absolutely fascinated
Okay.
by the powerful bulls that he saw at a ranch.
Really?
Yeah.
Okay.
That's why he incorporated a bull into his logo.
Makes sense.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And he even named some of his cars.
Oh.
After famous fighting bulls.
Oh, wow.
Yeah.
So like a passion project.
I know. He loved those bulls.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, so it's clear that these car logos represent so much more than just corporate history.
Absolutely.
Like we've seen local heritage, personal stories, brand values, all woven into these designs.
Yeah.
But is there anything else that they can tell us?
Oh, of course. There's always more to the story.
Okay.
So many car logos incorporate subtle symbolism that goes beyond the obvious.
Okay, give me an example.
Okay, so the Hyundai logo,
Yeah.
it looks like an H, right? But it also represents two people shaking hands, symbolizing the relationship between the customer and the company.
Wow. I never would have thought of that.
Yeah.
Okay, what about another one?
Okay, the Volvo logo with its circle and arrow.
Yeah.
It's actually the ancient alchemical symbol for iron.
Really?
Which represents strength and durability.
Wow.
Yeah.
That's incredible.
Very cool, right?
So it's like a secret language of symbols.
It is.
Hidden in plain sight.
Yeah.
It makes you wonder how many other logos
Oh, I'm sure there are tons.
have hidden meanings that we just don't notice.
Probably.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, but I'm curious.
Yeah.
Have these logos always stayed the same?
That's a great question.
Or have some of them evolved over time?
Well, some logos
Yeah.
have remained remarkably consistent over time.
Like
Bugatti and Ferrari.
Yeah.
They've made minor tweaks over the years.
Okay.
But the core designs have endured for decades.
Okay.
But others like Cadillac and Mazda have gone through more dramatic transformations.
Okay.
Reflecting shifts in brand identity or market trends.
So even with all this change,
Yeah.
there's usually a thread connecting the past and the present.
Yeah, it's that balance between honoring their heritage and adapting to the times.
Yeah.
And that tension between tradition and innovation is really interesting to me.
Yeah. It speaks to the challenges and opportunities that these companies face.
Absolutely.
As they navigate.
A changing world.
This is blowing my mind.
It's really fascinating stuff, isn't it?
I never realized how much depth and history were hidden behind these seemingly simple designs.
They really are like mini time capsules holding pieces of history, culture, human ingenuity. It's all there.
It really is all there.
Yeah.
And speaking of stories, we've only just scratched the surface of this fascinating world.
We have so much more to talk about.
Of car logos.
I know I'm ready for more.
Yeah.
Let's do it. Welcome back to our deep dive into car logos. We've been uncovering some fascinating stories and hidden meanings behind these iconic emblems. Makes you wonder, has hearing these tales changed the way you see any particular logos?
It's funny you say that because, actually, before we did this deep dive, I pretty much just saw car logos.
Yeah.
As a quick way to just identify the different brands.
Right, like, oh, that's a Ford, that's a...
Yeah, that's a Honda, you know.
Yeah.
But now, knowing all this stuff...
Right now that we've gone deeper...
Because I'm seeing them with new eyes.
Yeah, totally.
Like, for example, the Cadillac Crest.
Yeah.
It's not just this elegant design to me anymore.
Right.
It's like a window into this whole family history.
Yeah, centuries old.
That stretches back centuries.
Exactly. It really is a great example of how logos can act as a bridge between the past and present.
Totally.
They carry the weight of history with them.
Yeah.
And remind us of the people and the events
that shaped the brands that we know today.
It's true.
Yeah.
Okay, so you mentioned earlier that some car logos have evolved over time.
They have.
I'd love to learn more about that.
Okay.
Like what drives those changes?
Yeah. Is it about keeping up with design trends, or is there something more to it?
Yeah. Is it something deeper?
It's rarely about trends alone.
Okay.
I mean, logos evolve for a variety of reasons.
Okay.
Sometimes it's to reflect a shift in the company's direction or values.
Right.
Sometimes it's about modernizing the brand image to appeal to new generations.
Okay.
And sometimes it's simply about refining the design to make it more impactful.
Right.
So it's a balancing act between staying true to their roots and adapting to a changing world.
Right. It's like walking a tightrope.
Exactly.
Do you have any like specific examples of logos that have gone through some big transformations?
Okay, so Peugeot. Are a great example.
Okay.
Their logo has featured a lion in various forms. Okay.
For over 170 years.
Wow.
Yeah.
That's a long time.
It's a long time.
What does the lion represent?
Well, the lion symbolizes strength and courage.
Okay.
Which is a nod to their early days.
Okay.
When they were manufacturing saw blades.
Really?
Yeah, they didn't start with cars.
Wow.
Yeah. So over time, the lion has gone from like a realistic depiction to a more stylized and abstract form.
Oh, okay.
Which kind of mirrors the evolution of the brand itself.
So it's like the lion is growing and changing.
It is.
Along with the company.
I like that analogy.
Yeah.
Yeah.
What about any other animal-themed logos?
Oh, there are so many.
Have any of them gone through similar transformations?
Absolutely. Jaguar is a perfect example.
Yeah, Jaguar, yeah.
Their logo with that iconic leaping jaguar has also gone through many iterations.
Okay.
It started as a more realistic portrayal, but over time it's become more streamlined and dynamic, reflecting their focus on speed and agility.
So it's not just about the animal itself.
Right.
It's about how it's depicted.
Exactly.
The style and the details can convey a lot.
They do.
About the brand's personality and values.
Absolutely.
That's interesting.
Yeah.
I'm wondering, are there any car logos that have, like, completely abandoned
Oh, that's a great question.
their original symbolism?
That's a great question.
Like they just said,
Yeah.
we're done with that, we're moving on.
It's not very common.
Okay.
Because most companies want to maintain some connection to their heritage.
Right, of course.
But there are a few examples where logos have taken a more radical departure.
Okay, like who?
Mazda is a good example.
Mazda, really?
Yeah.
I always think of their logo as that, like, stylized...
M. Yeah, that resembles wings.
Yeah.
Yay.
I didn't realize it had changed that much.
Yeah, well, you might be surprised to learn that Mazda's early logos were actually quite different.
Right.
They featured a triple-stacked M, standing for Mazda Motor Manufacturer, with wings meant to symbolize speed and agility.
So they transitioned from a more literal representation to something more abstract and symbolic.
Exactly.
You think that reflects like a broader trend in car logo design?
I think it's definitely a pattern we see across many industries. As brands become more global and sophisticated, their logos often become more simplified and stylized.
Okay.
It's about creating a visual identity that's instantly recognizable and impactful across different cultures.
Makes sense.
Yeah.
A simple, clean design can be more versatile.
Absolutely.
Adaptable.
Yeah.
Plus, it projects a sense of modernity.
It does.
And sophistication.
For sure.
Speaking of sophistication, are there any car logos that are considered especially elegant or luxurious?
Rolls-Royce.
Rolls-Royce.
Immediately comes to mind.
Yeah.
That iconic Spirit of Ecstasy hood ornament, with its graceful flowing figure, has become synonymous with luxury and elegance.
Totally.
It's a powerful symbol of the brand's commitment to craftsmanship and exclusivity.
It's like a piece of art.
It is.
In motion.
It really is.
What about the actual logo?
Yeah, the double R emblem.
Yeah, what does that mean?
So the overlapping R's represent the initials of the company's founders.
Okay.
Charles Rolls and Henry Royce.
Okay.
So it symbolizes their partnership.
Okay.
And shared vision.
Yeah.
That built the foundation of the brand.
So it's like a reminder of their origins.
Exactly.
And the collaboration that led to their success.
It is.
I'm seeing this recurring theme.
What's that?
So many of these logos have like a deeper meaning.
Yeah.
A story behind them that connects with us on a more emotional level.
Absolutely. And that emotional connection is what can make a logo truly effective. It's not just about recognizing a brand. It's about creating a sense of identity. Yeah.
Belonging or even aspiration.
Totally.
Yeah.
That's a really powerful idea.
It is.
It makes you realize that car logos are more than just badges on a vehicle.
Yeah.
They can be symbols of our dreams.
Our values.
Values. Even a place in the world.
I love that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, so what about car logos that evoke a sense of adventure or rugged
adventure? Okay.
Yeah.
Jeep is a classic example.
Yeah.
Their logo with that simple, bold lettering, an iconic 7-slot grille, just screams off-road adventure.
It does.
Yeah.
It's like a badge of honor.
It is.
For people who want to explore and push boundaries.
Exactly.
It's like they're saying, let's go on an adventure.
Let's do it.
Yeah, these logos make you just want to hit the open road.
Yeah.
And explore.
Explore the world.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Are there any other logos that capture that sense of adventure?
Land Rover.
Land Rover!
It's another perfect example.
Their logo with that green oval and stylized lettering evokes images of exploring uncharted territories and conquering challenging terrains.
Totally.
It's a symbol of durability, reliability, and a spirit of exploration.
It's like they're inviting you.
Yeah, hop in.
On an adventure.
Let's go.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So these logos really tap into our desire to explore, to push our limits, and experience the world.
Absolutely.
But I feel like with all things, there needs to be a balance.
Balance is key.
Right. Adventure is exciting.
Yeah.
But there's also a need for like stability, security.
Okay. It's like yin and yang.
Yeah.
You need both.
You need both.
Yeah, to create a sense of harmony.
Totally.
Yeah.
Are there any car logos that you think represent that sense of stability and security. Well,
I think Volvo.
Volvo is a great example.
Okay.
Their logo with
Yeah.
the circle and arrow represents strength, durability, and safety.
It's a message that resonates with people who prioritize family and security.
Yeah.
Especially in a world that can feel uncertain.
Totally.
Yeah.
It's a great example of how a logo can tap into our deeper needs and desires.
For sure.
Yeah.
Car logos can appeal to our sense of adventure.
Right.
Our need for security.
Yeah.
Even our desire for status.
It's fascinating how much psychology goes into these seemingly simple symbols.
Yeah.
Like every detail.
It's every little detail.
Yeah, for the shape.
The color.
The font.
The font.
The symbolism.
Yeah.
Is carefully chosen to evoke a specific feeling.
They really think about it.
Yeah.
It's true, we're constantly being influenced by the visual cues around us.
Yeah.
Even if we're not consciously aware of it.
Right.
And car logos, with their presence in our daily lives, are a great example of this.
Yeah. This has been eye-opening.
It is fascinating, right?
I never thought I'd get so absorbed in the world of car logos.
I know, it sucks you in.
It does. It's amazing how much there is to learn.
Yeah.
About something that we see all the time.
Every day.
But rarely think about.
We just take it for granted.
We do.
It's a testament to the power of curiosity.
Yes.
And the joy of discovery.
Totally.
You know, there's always more to learn, even about the things that we think we know.
Yeah.
And often the most unexpected journeys lead to the most interesting insights.
I couldn't agree more.
Yeah.
I'm eager to continue exploring these logos, but first, why don't we just take a moment to reflect on what we've discovered so far?
Okay, yeah, let's do a little recap.
We've uncovered hidden meanings, explored symbolism, traced the evolution of these iconic designs.
It's been quite a journey.
It has been.
Yeah.
But there's one more aspect of car logos that we haven't touched on yet.
Okay, I'm listening.
How they reflect broader cultural trends.
Oh, interesting.
And influence our perceptions of the world around us.
I like that.
Okay, so we've been on quite a journey exploring this world of car logos.
Yeah.
And we've uncovered all these hidden stories.
The hidden stories.
Delved into the symbolism.
Yeah.
Traced the evolution
They're fun.
of these iconic emblems.
Yeah.
But there's one more road I think we need to explore.
Okay, I'm ready.
How these logos actually reflect broader cultural trends.
That's a big one.
Yeah, and shape how we see the world.
Yeah, they really do act as a sort of cultural barometer.
Okay.
Reflecting the values, the aspirations, even the anxieties of the times in which they were created.
So can you give me some specific examples?
Of course.
Of how car logos have like mirrored cultural shifts over time?
Yeah, let's travel back in time a little bit.
Okay.
Let's go back to the early 20th century.
Early 1900s.
Yeah. So many car logos from that era.
Okay.
Like Cadillac Rolls-Royce featured these elaborate crests, ornate lettering, even aristocratic imagery.
Yep.
And this reflected a society that placed a high value on tradition craftsmanship and exclusivity.
So they were projecting this image of luxury.
Yes.
Refinement.
Absolutely.
Appealing to a certain class.
Yeah, a very specific class of consumer.
All right. But then, as we move into like the mid-20th century,
start to change.
We see a shift.
A big shift.
Okay.
So logos become more streamlined, geometric, and abstract.
Okay, like who?
Like Volkswagen, Toyota.
Okay.
And this mirrored a cultural embrace of modernity, functionality, and mass production.
So it's like a fundamental change.
Huge change.
In how people viewed cars?
Yeah, they weren't just status symbols for the elite anymore.
Right. They were becoming more accessible.
Exactly. Like, everyone.
To the masses.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And that trend continued.
It did.
Right.
As we entered the late 20th and early 21st centuries.
Car logos started to incorporate themes of globalization, technology, even environmental awareness.
Right.
Just look at the sleek aerodynamic designs of brands like Tesla. And Hyundai.
Right. Very modern.
Very modern.
Yeah. Okay, so car logos are constantly evolving.
They have to. Right. To keep up with the times.
Mirroring the changing world around them.
Absolutely.
But do they only reflect culture?
That's a good question.
Or do they actually play a role in shaping it?
I think that's a question worth considering because logos definitely have the power to influence our perception and even our desires. Think about how seeing a certain car logo can evoke feelings of aspiration, adventure, or even a sense of belonging.
It's true.
Right, and those associations are carefully cultivated through marketing and branding.
Right.
And the design of the logo itself plays a key role.
So it's not just a one-way street. Car logos aren't just reflecting culture.
Right.
They're actively shaping it.
I think so.
Yeah, influencing how we see ourselves.
Yeah, our aspirations.
Our aspirations, our relationship with the world.
Our relationship with everything around us.
Yeah.
It's really powerful.
It is powerful.
Yeah.
And kind of scary.
It can be a little bit.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You mentioned earlier that car logos can also reflect anxieties.
Oh, yeah.
Of the times.
Yeah.
Can you talk about that a little bit more?
Absolutely. So consider the rise in popularity of SUVs and trucks in recent decades.
Right.
So many of their logos feature these bold, aggressive designs, emphasizing size power, even a sense of dominance.
Right.
And this could reflect a cultural anxiety about safety and security. A need to project strength in a world that feels increasingly uncertain.
It makes you wonder.
It does.
If these logo designs are tapping into those anxieties, or if they're actually fueling them.
That's the question, isn't it?
Yeah, it's like a chicken or the egg thing.
It really is.
Yeah.
And it's a complex issue with no easy answers.
Right.
But it highlights how important critical thinking is and media literacy.
Right, we need to be aware of how visual messages.
Yeah, like logos can shape our perceptions and our behaviors.
Right.
Especially in a world that's so saturated with advertising and branding.
It's everywhere.
It is.
Yeah, so it's not just about admiring a nice design.
It's deeper than that.
Yeah, it's about understanding the message it's conveying.
Yes, and the impact.
And the impact it might have.
On us.
This has been a real eye-opener.
It has been a fun one.
We started with what seemed like these simple emblems.
Yeah.
And we were talking about cultural trends.
Consumer psychology.
Consumer psychology.
The ethics of design.
It's amazing how much depth there is.
It is.
To something we see all the time.
Every day.
And rarely think about.
We don't give them enough credit.
We don't.
Yeah.
It just goes to show that curiosity and critical thinking are essential tools.
They are.
For navigating this world.
For sure. And it's a reminder of the power of visual storytelling.
Right.
You know, those seemingly simple car logos are actually these intricate narratives reflecting our history, our aspirations, even our anxieties.
This has been such a fascinating exploration.
It has.
I'm so glad we did this deep dive.
Me too.
It's made me realize that there's this whole world of meaning hidden in plain sight.
There is.
The next time I see a car logo, I'm going to actually take a moment to think about the story it's telling.
I hope you do.
I will.
Who knows what other fascinating discoveries await you.
Yeah, that's the beauty of a deep dive.
It is.
A journey with endless possibilities.
I love it.
Well, thank you so much.
Thank you.
For joining us on this deep dive into Quetta logos.
It was my pleasure.
And until next time, keep those wheels turning.
Yes.
And those minds curious.
Always be curious.